So yeah, absolute value function is also something that we have studied earlier. So what absolute value function does is that it just takes the number and converts it into positive if it is negative, and reports it as it is if it is already positive. So if x is positive or 0, it will report it as it is. If it is negative, then it will multiply it with the negative. Basically it reports the positive of the whatever input you give it. Okay. So it reports the magnitude of the real number, so to say. It does not report the sign, just the magnitude. So this is what the graph of a absolute value function looks like. So to look at the graph, so I have defined my mod x function as x if x is greater than or equal to 0, and minus x if x is less than 0. So suppose I want to draw the graph of this thing. So let's say this is my graph. Alright, now this is the graph of positive x, this is the graph of y equals to x, and this is the graph of y equals to minus x. Okay, so these are the graphs. So when x is positive, it reports y equals to x, and when x is negative, it reports y equals to minus x. So the overall graph, it will look like this. Okay, so this is the graph of y equals to minus x. So if you want to draw the graph of y equals to y equals to mod x, the graph will look like this. Okay, so this is your y, this is your x, this is your 0, and this is your mod x. Okay. Now suppose I want to plot the graph of y equals to mod x plus 3. Sorry, let's draw mod x plus 3. Okay, so the plus 3 is outside the mod. So whatever y value was outside, so suppose I say z equals to mod x, then y becomes z plus 3. So I know that the graph of the function z, it will look like this. This is z equals to mod x. Now y is just z plus 3. So for whatever value z was taking, y will take values 3 units more than that. So the function of y will look like this. Y equals to z plus 3, which is basically mod x plus 3. Okay. So if you are adding plus 3 to your function, the function will shift up. If you are subtracting something, it will shift down, and so on. Okay. It will go up or down depending on if you are adding something or subtracting something. Now let's look at y equals to mod x plus 3, where plus 3 is inside the bracket itself. Okay. So let's say I denote x plus 3 equals to k. Okay, so then k becomes x becomes k minus 3. So if my graph was plotted in axes k and y, then my y becomes mod of k. Okay, because k is nothing but x plus 3. So if my axis was k, the graph will look like this. Okay. But if I want to convert it into x, x is k minus 3. Okay, so whatever, so this point was 0. So suppose I do a conversion of x axis. So from k I am going to x. So where there was 0, in x terms there will be 0 minus 3, so that is minus 3. So if you convert the x axis into x variable, this point will become minus 3, this point will become minus 2, this point will become minus 1, this point will become 0. Your y axis will now start from here. Okay, so the graph will remain the same, this will be the graph, but in terms of x, it will have its bottommost point at minus 3. Alright, so this is how you can imagine it in terms of change of coordinates. If you are changing the x coordinate, if you just want to look at it like intuitively, when does y become 0 now? So when y equals to mod of x plus 3, when is y equal to 0? So this will happen if x equals to minus 3. So at minus 3 your v will take its bottommost point. So mod function looks like v function, so v will take its bottom point at minus 3 now. Okay, so if you just want to go with that intuition, this is what the graph will look like. Minus 3, it will take a bottom, it will bottom out at minus 3. This is your y, this is your x, this is your 0. So this is what the graph will look like. Okay, so y equals to x plus a. So if the a is outside the mod, it will shift the graph vertically, and if the a is inside the mod, it will shift the graph horizontally. So this is how this constant a affects the graph of the modulus function. Okay. All right, now certain properties. Okay, before that, modulus function or absolute function is used to measure the distance between two numbers. Okay, so if you have any 2 points x and y, x minus y mod is basically the distance between x and y. Okay, so mod of x minus 0, which is mod x, is nothing but the distance between x and the origin. Okay, so if you want to find the distance between points minus 2 and minus 4, so suppose on the x axis you have 2 points minus 2 and minus 4, then mod of minus 2 minus minus 4 is basically the distance between these 2 points, which will come out to be mod of 4 minus 2, which is basically 2. Okay, so you can even look at it as distance function. So the mod function can be looked upon as distance function.